This warming congee is a great remedy for an upset stomach, especially if you've been binging over the holidays. This is bok choy that has been dried out in the sun. And this particular one has been gifted to me from a family friend, but you can also purchase it in store. This ingredient gives the congee its depth of savory flavor. In addition, we're using pork ribs. These are dried scallops that have been rehydrated in water. And I'll show you the packaging here. And this is tangerine peel. And you only need a little bit, so just take it out and rehydrate in water as well for about an hour. In terms of the rice, I'm using a 1-to-1 mix of jasmine rice and sushi rice. The jasmine rice provides more of the fragrance of the congee, whereas the sushi rice provides more of the consistency. That's why we're mixing them in a 1-to-1 ratio, and I'm using a cup combined of the rice here. Next, we're going to wash and rinse the rice 2 to 3 times with tap water, and then try to drain as much as possible. Next, we're going to, quote, marinate the rice a little bit before cooking it. We're going to add about a tablespoon of olive oil and a pinch of salt, mix it thoroughly, and add a little bit of water, and let it sit for about 15 minutes. This process will allow the rice to melt into the liquid when we cook the congee for a smoother and creamier consistency. In terms of the pork ribs, before cooking, I've marinated with just some salt for about 2 hours. Then we're going to put it in water just to blanch off all the impurities from the meat. Allow the water to come to a boil and leave it in for about 5 to 10 minutes. I've also added a little bit of ginger into that blanching water as well. Next, we're going to prepare the tangerine peel. The inner rind is quite bitter, so we want to make sure we get rid of all of that white stuff. Even though it's a small piece, it really adds a new dimension to the overall taste of the congee, so don't skip this ingredient. Okay, so this is what the rehydrated dried vegetable looks like. It's now softened and it has also expanded. Make sure you wash well and discard the water because there are a lot of dirt and impurities. That's also why you don't want to immerse the dried bok choy in the water for more than an hour, otherwise you would lose out on all the flavor. Next, we're going to cut the vegetable into small pieces to prepare them for cooking in the congee. Okay, after boiling for about 10 minutes, we've separated a lot of the scum out of the meat, so we're going to rinse the meat a little bit in under tap water, and then we can use it for our congee. We're going to place it at the bottom of our Instant Pot and add the tangerine peel as well as a few slices of ginger. We're going to add boiling water, and I have 5 cups of water here into the pot. And we also want to turn on the saute function because we want the water to be boiling before we add the rice. That way the rice will not stick to the bottom of the Instant Pot. So here we have boiling water. We're going to add the rice now. We will now add the dried bok choy and then give it a good mix. Make sure the liquid does not exceed the halfway mark on the inside of the bowl, otherwise there is a tendency for it to splatter when the pressure is being released after cooking. We will cook the congee on high pressure for 20 minutes and then let the pressure release naturally. The temperature of the congee becomes very hot, so we want to avoid any splatters or scalding burn. You can see the dry vegetable has expanded even further, and all the flavors from the ingredients are now in the broth, and the grains have also melted into the liquid as well. Add a little bit of salt to season, and it's ready to serve. This is a great warming and easy to digest meal. I'm sure you'll like it if you try it. Bye.